right now, so everyone can see. It's all happening right now. We're gonna make you believe. It's about to get crazy. It's about to go down. It's about to get crazy. It's gonna be loud. This is our house. We do what we wanna. We'll blow the roof up. Everybody's coming. It's about to get crazy. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. We'll make the whole world hear us. So throw your hands up high. We're about to show you why they fear us. Here comes the battle cry.
Ladies and gentlemen, now taking the field, your Cedar Rapids Kernels.
Here comes the battle cry.
Hitting coach, and he was able to learn under 3 separate managers who are all unique in their own way. That will certainly help him, and he'll pick up things along the way, or from his time with both really all Jake Maurer, Tommy Watkins, and last year Toby Gardenhire. Toby is managing the Fort Myers Miracle. Tommy Watkins is with the Minnesota Twins as their first base coach. So congratulations to him. That was some big news for him that happened over the offseason. I know Tommy certainly has a lot of fans in whatever city he's in, and certainly made a lot of friends here in Cedar Rapids during his multiple years that he spent here. Blaine Inlow is starting his warm-up tosses on the mound. Inlow last year for Cedar Rapids, 20 games, 17 starts, finished with a 3-5 record, an impressive 3.26 earned run average, throwing 94 innings and striking out 71 while walking 35. Third-round draft choice in 2017. St. Amant High School in St. Amant, Louisiana, was originally committed to LSU before being drafted and eventually signing with the Minnesota Twins. Our umpires here tonight, A.J. Chalk behind
Leading
the
off
dish,
the top of
and
the
Emma
first for Peoria,
Charlesworth
the center
Sealer
fielder, number
is
5,
on the
Brandon
bases,
Riley.
and Emma, the 8th female umpire in minor league baseball history, the 4th in the Midwest League. We are set to go, and the first pitch of the season is a swing by Brandon Riley, and we are underway. It was Riley tried to hold up, but he went through the zone, and the count 0-1 on a fastball up in the zone. Second pitch is fouled away by Riley, back and off the press box. And quickly, Blaine Inlow jumping ahead of the left-handed batting Brandon Riley, a 14th round draft choice a year ago by the St. Louis Cardinals. Inlow working quickly. The 0-2 offering is taken high by Riley. We're starting with the lights turned on. It's been cloudy all day. Rained earlier. Hasn't rained since about midday. The 1-2 from Inlow, missing high. Game time temperature tonight is 48 degrees. There is a fairly stiff wind blowing in from center out of the east. Pitch home is taken upstairs. The wind making it feel like 42 degrees at game time. So most players with the long sleeves here tonight. The payoff from Inlow is upstairs, and he had him 0-2, but he winds up walking Brandon Riley. And Riley's aboard at first base in front of Nolan Gorman.
The third baseman, number 19, Nolan Gorman.
Gorman, the 19th overall selection in last year's draft, played 25 games for Peoria at the end of last year, showed a good amount of power, but hit just 202. Here's the pitch from Inlow, and it's taken for a ball, 1-0, but Gorman certainly a load of talent. After getting drafted out of Sandra Day O'Connor High School in Arizona. Pitch from Inlow, taken, strike on the outside corner. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike on Gorman. He's a tall left-handed hitter. 6'1" is what he's listed at, just 18 years old. Riley on at first base as Inlow comes set. Ready, and he fires home. This one fouled. Back and out of play by Gorman. Gorman last year had a 2-homer game on August the 20th and then on August the 24th. Pretty good week. We saw firsthand his talent that this young man has. The pitch popped up towards right field. And now the wind going to push it more towards center field. It's going to be caught by Gilberto Celestino. 1 down here in the first. Brandon Riley retreats back to first base, bringing up Brady Whalen. Cardinals going with the traditional white uniform tops and pants tonight. Blue hats, green bills, with blue and green numbers. And most players with the dark blue sleeves underneath. Peoria in the all grays. Gray tops and pants. Red numbers on the back. And red batting helmets. Chopped foul up along first. And
the
red
first baseman,
cleats.
number 7, Brady Whalen.
Very reminiscent of their parent club, the St. Louis Cardinals. Of course, the Kernels, the Midwest League affiliate of the Minnesota Twins. They're off to a good start in the American League Central. 1 down here in the top of the first inning. Brandon Riley drew a walk after Inlow jumped ahead 0-2, and then a fly out to center. This one chopped towards first. Nice backhand by Williams on a dive. He'll take it to the bag himself and retire Whalen. Riley advances to second. Solid play there by the first baseman, Williams, who went to a knee and knocked it down, prevented it from going into right
The
field.
second baseman, number 33,
Then quickly
Brendan
got
Donovan.
to his feet, raced over to first, and retired Whalen. So a man in scoring position, but 2 away. The batter, Brendan Donovan. Donovan also a left-handed batter. The pitch from Inlow is lifted towards left. Playable for Pearson. Near the line, he makes the catch, backpedaling a bit towards the track, but that will do it here in the first. So Blaine Inlow works around a leadoff walk.
Leading off the bottom of the first for the Kernels, the center fielder, number 8, Gilberto Celestino.
Tommy Parsons on the mound for the Peoria Chiefs, a right-hander, 23 years old, out of Columbus, Ohio. And the first pitch to Celestino is swung at and fouled back behind home plate. Good crowd here on opening night. Opening night also are always a well-attended event here in Cedar Rapids. The pitch is upstairs, evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike on Celestino. Celestino is ranked as the 15th best prospect in the Twins system according to MLB Pipeline. The pitch fouled back out of play, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Celestino acquired via trade with the Houston Astros last July. Next offering from Parsons, and Celestino lays off a pitch in the dirt. Celestino came over from the Astros near the deadline last year in a trade that sent Ryan Presley to Houston. Parsons' next pitch. Celestino chops it towards second to his left, gloving. Donovan to his feet, throws it away. It gets past the first baseman. Now Celestino motoring up to second base. The ball rolls all the way back behind home plate. That took a wicked bounce. Bounced off the Kernels' dugout, the dugout screen, and bounded away. And Celestino motors up to second base. Will likely be a two-base error. And,
the right fielder, number 5,
position,
Deshaun Kiersey Jr.
bringing up Deshaun Kiersey Jr., the right fielder. An error in the throw by Brendan Donovan. And the Kernels a scoring chance right away here in the first. Kiersey, a left-handed hitter out of Utah. The pitch from Parsons, and Kiersey swings and misses. University of Utah is where Kiersey played his college ball. He was drafted last year in the 4th round. The top 30 prospect in the Twins system. Parsons from the belt, ready. And fires the 0-1. Swinging a liner towards short, going to be caught by Perez. It shattered the bat of Kiersey. And Perez makes the catch, heading back to second, Celestino. And one away here in the first, bringing up Junior Severino. Severino,
The second baseman, number 13, Junior Severino.
In the Twins system, so top of this order with a ton of prospects. Severino out of Dominican Republic was signed by the Twins in 2017. He's got an RBI chance here as Parsons looks at Celestino and fires. Here's a bouncer slowly hit to second. Donovan another chance, gloves and throws. 2 gone in the first. Celestino does make his way to third, but there are 2 away, bringing up Chris Williams.
The first baseman, number 32, Chris Williams.
Out of Clemson University. The native of Garden Grove, California. So he made the trip across country to play his college ball. 2 away for Williams, and Parson delivers. Breaking ball for a strike. Williams did get to appear in a spring training game this year with the big club taking on the Colorado Rockies. Parsons pitch to Williams, skied foul ground right side, will carry into the stands. It's 0-2.
Fans, be sure to take that foul ball to Serve Pro Guest Services and get an honorary lifetime Kernels contract from the Hy-Vee Food and Drug Stores of Cedar Rapids and Marion. There's a coupon for a free 12-inch cake and bake
from
pizza.
Cedar Rapids, no score. Kernels and the Peoria Chiefs. Just a 2-game series. Kernels hosting the Chiefs tomorrow night, are in Wisconsin on Saturday. Pitch to Williams, swing and a miss, strike 3 on a fastball, registering at 92, was up and out of the zone. Leandro Cedeno leads things off for Peoria against Blaine Inlow, and Inlow fires a pitch outside to start the second. Of course, the Midwest League season is split into 2 halves. You can qualify for the postseason by winning either half, winning the division in either half, or finishing as the wild card team in either half. So 4 teams out of the Western Division will make the postseason, 4 teams out of the Eastern Division Ball and 2 strikes. Inlow fires. Fouled away by Cedeno, who's a powerful figure in the box. 6 foot 2 inches tall and 245 pounds. He's just 20 years old out of
Bob Mickey Collision
Venezuela. Pitch from Inlow on the way, and it's fouled away. Mentioned the postseason. The Kernels certainly know how to get to the postseason. This team is really in some of the best years of Cedar Rapids professional baseball history. The 1-2 fouled away. Cedar Rapids has advanced to the postseason 6 consecutive years, all years of the Twins affiliation that started in 2013. Along with that, they've qualified for the semifinals, meaning they've won at least one playoff series. Fouled away again. So they've advanced to the semifinals 5 consecutive seasons, including one appearance in the Midwest League Championship Series. Pitch to Cedeno upstairs. If the Kernels can keep that streak alive this year and win a postseason series, it would match the Waterloo Royals Indians, the last Midwest League franchise to qualify for the semifinals at least 6 straight years. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Cedeno. We're a long ways away from that here on opening night, but first half will conclude in mid-June. Kernels trying to start 1-0. The 2-2 line to the right field corner, and that ball is foul. Down the line, Emma Charlesworth-Sealer staring into that corner to make the call, and it was foul, slicing out of play. Last year the Kernels got into the postseason because they won the second half. They swept Beloit in the quarterfinal round. The 2-2 is high. And then fell to Peoria 2-0 in the semifinals. Blaine Inlow was on the mound that night, or that late afternoon, taking the loss to Peoria. There's a pitch downstairs. He walks Cedeno, and the leadoff man is on via the base on balls for the second straight inning. Brings up Lars Nootbaar.
The left fielder, number 8, Lars Nootbaar.
Kernels at the end of last year were awarded, or individual players were awarded nicely. Royce Lewis named the league's prospect of the year. Royce and Alex Kirilloff were both on the postseason all-star team, a very exclusive list. Kernels set an all-time team high for doubles and total bases. Pitch to Nootbaar is taken downstairs. Now 2-0 on Nootbaar, which will undoubtedly be one of the more unique names in the Midwest League this year. Lars Nootbaar, it's spelled Nootbaar. Pitch from Inlow, a hard heater for a strike. Nootbaar, an 8th round pick a year ago. He attended the University of Southern California. Cedeno on at first, no score, second inning. Pitch from Inlow, ground ball back to the mound. Inlow fields, throws to second, 1 on to first, double play. Receiving the throw at the second base bag was shortstop Michael Davis. It goes 1-6-3 for the Twin killing. 2 gone
the catcher,
for
number
Herrera,
4,
the catcher.
Ivan Herrera.
Inlow fielding his position well on the comebacker to the mound. Through a strike to second. And Davis completes the double play. How many times do you see when that chopper comes back to the mound, the pitcher throws and airmails second base? It's not as easy of a throw as you may think, but this one lined into the left field corner, and that ball is gone. A home run by Ivan Herrera on an 0-1 pitch. Lines it over the wall in left, and Peoria is out to a 1-0 lead. That was a laser shot over the wall in left, and Peoria gets the first lead of this ball game and season on a Herrera solo homer to left field.
The shortstop, number 32, Delvin Perez.
Landed over the giant green wall in left. A pair of youngsters are out there on the pavilion trying to find that home run ball as we speak. Delvin Perez is at the plate and he takes a strike. 1-0 Peoria on a 2-out home run in the second inning by Ivan Herrera. Pitch from Inlow, swing and a miss. A good pitch there by Inlow, and strikes out Perez to end the second. Peoria gets a run on the solo home run.
Leading off the second inning for the Kernels, the designated hitter, number 23, Ben Rodriguez.
Ben Rodriguez. He'll be followed by Andrew Bechtold and Jacob Pearson. Once again, the Kernels summer reading program will be serving youth in eastern Iowa, and we thank presenting sponsor Toyota Financial Services for all of their support in presenting the Kernels summer reading program. Ben Rodriguez swings at the first pitch, pops it in the air behind home. Catcher Herrera looking up, but it will land on the roof right above us. On the press box.
Let's go.
First pitch swing here against Parsons.
Let's go. Let's go.
Leadoff man Celestino reached on a two-base error in the first, was eventually, to lead off the inning, was eventually left at third. No balls and a strike on Rodriguez. Tall right-handed hitter, and he takes a breaking ball just
Fans, check out the ribbon board in right
1-1.
field for tonight's Major League Scoreboard, brought to you by Future
Rodriguez
Systems.
spending a good chunk of the season with the Kernels last year. And the pitch from Parsons fouled right at the plate, making 1-2. Rodriguez drafted 2 years ago out of Pepperdine, 38th round draft choice. All in all, he played 83 games for the Kernels last year, got to 10 home runs, 44 knocked in, and a batting average of .258. Ground ball towards the middle to his left. Perez, he gloves, sets his feet, throws, throw low, but dug up by Whalen, one gone. Throw was low, but a nice backhand stop by Whalen at first. Retires Ben Rodriguez. 1-0 Peoria, second inning, brings up Andrew Bechtold.
The third baseman, number 4, Andrew Bechtold.
Try to come from behind tonight and improve on an 8-game winning streak in season openers. Pitch to Bechtold, breaking ball, a good one for his strike. Cedar Rapids on a Midwest League best 8-game winning streak in its last 8 season openers. Line foul by Bechtold. In addition, the Kernels are 11-5 in home openers here at the new Veterans Memorial Stadium. That opened in 2002. 0-2 on Andrew Bechtold. Next pitch in the dirt and inside on Bechtold. Ivan Herrera, a solo homer to the left in the second. That was just Herrera's third professional home run in 80 career minor league games. Next pitch, fouled away over the net behind home. Mentioned how the Kernels faced Peoria in their last game play, the final game of 2018 in the postseason. It's actually the second year in a row the Kernels have opened with the team that knocked them out of the playoffs the year prior. Chopper to third. Gorman gloves, throws a strike to first, 2 away. Last year, the Kernels began the season.
The left fielder, number 1, Jacob Pearson.
They ended the 2017 season losing to Quad Cities in the postseason. Last year, they won the season opener in Davenport 2-0. Jacob Pearson, the battery takes low. Left-handed batting left fielder Pearson, originally drafted by the Angels. Swings and skies it foul, back out. The high draft choice of the Angels. Third round back in 2017. Swings and lines it back behind home. Pearson acquired by Minnesota December 6th, 2017 in exchange for $1 million international bonus pool money. As the Angels were in hot pursuit of Shohei Ohtani, trying to free up or I should say gain some of that money to go after Ohtani. As he takes low and the count full. On deck, David Banuelos, the catcher. Peoria 1, Kernels 0. And the 3-2 is skied towards left field. Playable. Nootbaar there, he makes the catch near the line to end the second.
Leading off the top of the third for Peoria, the right fielder, number 3, Wadi Infante.
Wadi Infante leads off for the Chiefs. The right fielder bats out of the 9 spot. Blaine Inlow fires home. It is ruled a strike, a fastball. Call made by A.J. Chuck. Inlow likes to work quickly. Missing here low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Right-hander Inlow delivers. Ground ball through the right side of the infield, a base hit. Infante going the opposite way for a leadoff single. 3 innings and 3 leadoff men have reached. Brings up Brandon Riley.
The center fielder, Brandon Riley.
Riley walked in the first and eventually was left at second base. Inlow spent the entire season with Cedar Rapids last year. Did have 2 short stints on the disabled list, which this year will be called the injured list. 3rd round draft choice 2 years ago out of St. Amant High School in Louisiana. Inlow's pitch to Riley, line down the left field line, but foul. It slices just past the grass seating area. 1 ball and 1 strike on Riley. Left-handed batting, center fielder for the Chiefs. Pick off to first, sends Infante back in. In low, sit, nearly letter high, and the 1-1 is taken up and out of the zone. New Kernels manager Brian Dinkelman is in his first year as the Kernels manager. However, his 4th season here in Cedar Rapids. The hitting coach the last 3 years. Broken bat looper to shallow center. Celestino coming on, he dives, he can't get it. Backing up to play Pearson. It's a bloop single into shallow center. Or shallow left center.
The third baseman, Nolan
and
Gorman.
Riley is aboard at first. Infante stopping at second. Good effort by Celestino, but boy, that's a tough wind out there tonight. The wind kept pushing it away from him. Wind is blowing in from center tonight. So Celestino is on a full-out sprint. Moving from really center towards shallow left center. He dove and unable to make the catch. Pearson backing up the play. And there are runners at first and second for Nolan Gorman, who takes strike 1, a fastball. Big spot here for Inlow with Gorman at the plate, who flew out to center in the first. Considered by MLB Pipeline as the number 2 prospect in the Cardinals system. Next pitch, up and out of the zone. Drafted 1 pick ahead of Trevor Larnach last year in the first round. Larnach was with Cedar Rapids at the end of last year, starting this year in High A Fort Myers. Missing for a ball. It's now 2-1. 1-0 Peoria, top of the 3rd inning. 2 men on, nobody out. Pitch from Inlow taken outside, now a 3-1 count. On Gorman. Brady Whalen is on deck. Inlow's 3-1 pitch inside and low, ball 4. And the bases are loaded in the 3rd with nobody out. And we're going to see our first visit of the season of new pitching coach Virgil Vasquez. Brian Dinkelman is certainly familiar with Cedar Rapids, even though it may not be in the manager's chair. But everybody else on the staff is new to Cedar Rapids. Virgil Vasquez, the Kernels pitching coach, in his first year with the team. The pitching coach in the GCL the last few years was the assistant pitching coach at
Brady
Chattanooga.
Whalen.
Former big leaguer, played for the Pirates and the Tigers. Whalen batting with the bases loaded, nobody out, top of the 3rd. The pitch from Inlow, swing and a miss. Infield playing back. They are in the shift, so 3 infielders on the right side of the diamond. Inlow's 0-1 to Whalen. Inside in the dirt, and nice stop by Banuelos.
Tonight's group outing raffle winner is Abby Recker. Abby Recker had to serve Pro Guest Services to claim your prize. Again, Abby Recker, tonight's group outing raffle winner.
A couple of feet behind him. Rest of that coaching staff, hitting coach Ryan Smith in his first year, coming out of the college ranks. He was at the College of Central Florida, junior college last year. 1-1 from Inlow. Swing line to right and a base hit. 1 run is in. Everyone moves up 90 feet. Peoria takes a 2-0 lead on a single by Brady Whalen, pulled right through the shift on the right side. Infante scores. Riley to third, Gorman to second. And Whalen takes his place at first, baseman, brings up Brendan Donovan. A little bit of stirring in the Kernels dugout. We'll see if we see any action in the Kernels bullpen. Donovan flew to left his first time. Bases still loaded, still a shift, not as drastic of one as Davis playing just up the middle as the shortstop. The first pitch from Inlow ruled a ball on the left-handed hitting Donovan. 2-0 Peoria. Bases still loaded, nobody out. The pitch, bouncing ball, right side, base hit. Another run in. Everyone moving up 90 feet again. It's 3-0 Peoria. Back-to-back RBI singles by Whalen and Donovan, the 3 and 4 hitters in this order. And now 5 consecutive men have reached to start this inning. We will see someone throwing in the bullpen, however, he has his jersey covered by a sweatshirt. We do know it's a right-hander, but that does not help. There's only one left-hander on the staff. The pitch fouled away to the right side. We dig out the old binoculars and see if we can recognize his face. 3-0 Peoria. There we go. It's Austin Schulfer. The pitch. Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Austin Schulfer looking at Cedar Rapids. Thank you, Norman.
1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch. Swing, line drive, base hit into left. Another run scores. And another time that everybody moves up 90 feet, and only that. So Cedeno's single into left, and things getting out of hand in a hurry here in the 3rd inning. It's 4-0. 6 consecutive men have reached base, including the last 3 via RBI singles. Now 4-0 Peoria.
The left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
And Virgil Vasquez popped out of the dugout to say to Austin Schulfer, start throwing those pitches a little quicker down the right field line. Pitch inside to Nootbaar, the 7th man to bat. Still nobody out. Bases loaded. Inlow set, the 1-0. Taken for his strike. That evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. None of these balls hit incredibly hard, just getting hit into the right spot through the defense. The 1-1 inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Whalen at third, Donovan at second, Cedeno at first. That trio each have an RBI in this inning. Inside now, 3-1 on Nootbaar, left-handed hitter. Already 4-0 Peoria. Big pitch here from Inlow. The 3-1 to Nootbaar. Swing, line drive. It's a lot of trouble. Lined into the right center alleyway. 2-run score. Moving to second. Standing at second is Nootbaar. It's a 2-run double by Lars Nootbaar. The first 7 men have reached in this inning. Nootbaar driving in a pair with a double into right center. Whalen comes home. Donovan comes home. Well, Cedeno takes third. And that will be the end of the night for Blaine Inlow here this evening. So Austin Schulfer will come in. And Inlow will exit after just 2+ tonight. 5 runs have scored in this third. Still nobody out. The first 7 men have reached. 6 of those.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Kernels, number 16, Austin Schulfer.
May have been the hardest hit ball. Certainly did the most damage.
This Kernels pitching change is sponsored by Collins Community Credit Union.
And we'll see
Collins Community Credit Union offers personal banking and investment services to help you achieve your unique goals and ignite your financial future. Visit a Collins Community Credit Union branch or check them out at collinscu.org to learn more.
And he will enter with runners at second and third. Over Wisconsin, a town of about 12,000 people. Into the Stevens Point area, Wausau area. To the north and west of Appleton. Due west of Green Bay, the Kernels will be in Appleton on Saturday. Schulfer enters here in the third inning, down 6-0 with still 2 runners in scoring position. The batter is Ivan Herrera.
The catcher, number 4, Ivan Herrera.
Herrera got the scoring started last inning with a solo home run off of Inlow. Right-handed batting catcher, one of the top 20 prospects in the Cardinals system. Infield back, right-hander Schulfer delivers outside, ball 1. A 5-run third inning so far. Schulfer is 1-0. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Schulfer attended the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. 2 balls, no strikes. Right-hander comes home. Breaking ball misses low, 3-0.
Fans, stick around for our next big screen TV drawings. We'll be doing one at the end of the third and at the end in the middle of the fourth.
Schulfer played last year for the Appalachian League champion Elizabethton Twins. The 3-0. Strike on the outside corner, a fastball. And now the 3-1 from the righty. Strike on the inside corner. Schulfer, the 23-year-old, made 11 appearances for the E-Town Twins last year. 7 of them came as a starter. He went 3-0 with a 1.58 ERA. The 3-2, low and out of the zone, ball 4. Now 8 straight men have reached to start the third. Brings up Delvin Perez.
The shortstop, Delvin Perez.
Well, if all else, that does set up the double play if you can get a ground ball here. certainly trade a run for a double play in this situation. Bases loaded, nobody out. Pitch to Perez, a strike knee high. 6-0 Peoria here in the third inning. Schulfer from the belt, checks the rudders, and the 0-1 to Perez. Swing and a miss. Strikeout would be huge here, too. Lights have nearly taken full effect here in Cedar Rapids. A cool evening. We started out at 48 degrees, but a wind blowing in at 13 miles an hour made it feel much cooler. Wind has died down a little bit, but of course the temperature dying down as well. Here's the 0-2 from Schulfer. Strike three called, a breaking ball on the inside edge.
It's all there, black and white, clear
That's
as
the
crystal.
First out
you get
of the third.
Nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Yeah.
The first 8 men reached in the third, and now Infante, who started
the right
this
fielder, Wadi
inning with a
Infante.
single into right, bats for a second time here in the inning. Schulfer's pitch, swing and a miss. Mentioning the Kernels coaching staff, they've added a 4th coach this year, and that's infield coach Luis Rodriguez. He was the hitting coach in the GCL last year. Pitch popped up, foul territory. Going over Williams, the first baseman, jumps near the stands and unable to make the catch. It's a foul ball. Luis Rodriguez will act as the first base coach in game, but will also be directing the defense, where to line up. Obviously, that'll involve reading a lot of spray charts and hitting scouting reports. The 0-2 to Infante, fouled away. Louis, a lot of big league time, over 400 major league games. Most recently with the 2011 Seattle Mariners. He also saw time with the Padres and the Twins. No balls, 2 strikes on Infante. Peoria 6, Cedar Rapids nothing, third inning. Schulfer's 0-2. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. Now 2 away for Brandon Riley.
Yeah. The center fielder, Brandon Riley.
And new faces in that clubhouse. Kernels also adding new athletic trainer Tyler Blair, new strength and conditioning coach Kyle Kelly, new video coordinator Joey Casey, and new clubhouse manager Taylor Hoff. So everybody new downstairs except for Brian Dinkelman. The pitch, swing and a miss. Schulfer walked Herrera, but then back-to-back strikeouts since coming in. And now Riley at the dish. 2 gone, bases still loaded. Down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. The Kernels will have work to do tonight to come back and win what would be their 9th straight season opener. The pitch from Schulfer. There's a strike, make it 1-2. But hey, it's still very early in this game, only in the third, plenty of time left. One ball and 2 strikes on leadoff man Riley, already seeing his 3rd plate appearance. And Schulfer's 1-2 in the dirt, smothered by Banuelos. Riley tonight has reached, in his first 2 plate appearances, a walk and a single. Scored earlier this inning. The 2-2 from Schulfer. Chopped slowly foul to the right side. Tomorrow night's pitching matchup, Jordan Balazovic gets the start for Cedar Rapids, while Alvaro Sejas goes for Peoria. Two from Schulfer, just off the edge. Schulfer wanted it, a fastball. Ruled a ball and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. On Riley, the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Schulfer strikes out the side. But the inning started with 8 consecutive men reaching. Banuelos. Peoria scoring 5 runs in the 3rd. And a first pitch strike to David Banuelos. 11 men reached in that 3rd inning, including the first 8. Or I should say 11 men came to the plate in that inning. The first 8 men reached. Fouled away by Banuelos. Six hits in that inning, 5 runs, and Peoria left the bases loaded. The pitch to Banuelos is upstairs.
Fans, be sure to take that foul ball to Serve Pro Guest Services and turn it in for a lifetime honorary contract.
Banuelos
thanks to Hy-Vee Food and Drug
by
Stores.
Davis. And then the top of the order is Celestino, the 1-2. Tapped foul by Banuelos. Parsons on the mound for Peoria. Has allowed just 1 base runner, was the leadoff man Celestino, who reached on an error. Next pitch, check swing. Did he go? No on the appeal. Still a lot of game left early on, bottom of the 3rd, but Peoria out to a 6-0 lead. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Banuelos. Parsons pitch home. Line towards center. Well hit, but Riley is right there. Makes the catch, 1 away. Brings up Michael Davis.
The shortstop, number 17, Michael Davis.
Texas Tech. He was drafted a year ago, 24th round. But Davis showed a ton of power for this Kernels team. Swing and a miss. Some pretty good bat, to say the least, out of the 9 spot in the order. One ball and 1 strike on Davis. The pitch home to Davis, swing and a miss. And a pair of home runs in a game against Clinton. A grand slam on the 31st of August against Burlington. Pitch here outside to Michael Davis, and the count now full. All in all, he had 9 home runs for the Kernels in just 42 games. He had another with Elizabethton before joining the Kernels last year. 3-2 to Davis, swing and a miss. And how about Tommy Parsons? Retiring 8 men in a row. Celestino now to the dish.
The center fielder, Gilberto Celestino.
Things were promising right away in the bottom of the first when Celestino grounded a ball to second base. Throw by Donovan got past first, and Celestino ended the play by standing at second base, but then unable to score from there. And the Kernels have not had a base runner since. The 0-1 loop towards shallow center. This will get down. The first hit of the night for Cedar Rapids. A 2-out bloop single by Gilberto Celestino. He's aboard for Deshaun Kersey Jr.
The right fielder, Deshaun Kersey Jr.
Kersey lined out too short back in the first. Big lead by Celestino at first base. Parsons firing up and inside, ball 1. Parsons last year was an all-star in the Appalachian League, going 5-1 with a 3 ERA. Was second in the league in WHIP, third in ERA, and third in wins. Going 5-1, 13 games, 9 starts. Coming out of Division III Adrian College in Michigan. The 2-0 to Kersey. Ground ball, weakly hit to short. Perez gloving, stepping on the second base bag, forcing out Celestino to end the third. Kernels do not score. We're a third of the way through. On to the top of the fourth. Walked 3, struck out 1. Nolan Gorman leads off the fourth for Peoria. Walked and scored last inning. Flips this one foul down the left field line. And well out of play. Peoria doing all of their damage in the fifth. 11 men came to the plate. They scored 5 runs. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch from Schulfer. Taken up and out of the zone, 2-1. It's a pretty veteran-led Kernels team. The majority of the Kernels roster, in fact, 14 of the team's 25 were with the Kernels in one of the last 2 years. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gorman down, and how about Schulfer? He struck out 4 batters in a row. He walked Herrera to start his outing, but now 4 straight strikeouts brings up Brady Whalen.
The first baseman, Brady Whalen.
Whalen an RBI single in the third. He was the first of 4 straight batters to collect an RBI base hit. Bounces this into the shift. Gloving in shallow right is the second baseman, Severino. Makes a long throw to first and retires Whalen for the second out.
The second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
Now that's one of those instances where the shift was very, very beneficial. Had Severino and really the entire infield not shifted to that side of the diamond, that's More than likely a single into right field, but Severino shifting deep into the hole. Backing up into the outfield grass, and it was hit right to him. Here's Donovan. Rolls this to the right side. To his knee goes Williams. The first baseman fires to first, but the throw was low. Schulfer couldn't handle it, and Donovan is safe at first. It was backhanded by Williams.
The designated hitter, Leandro Cedeno.
He then fed the pitcher, Schulfer, who was covering the bag. The throw was low, tough for Schulfer to handle. Schulfer has been charged with the error on the missed catch. Here's Cedeno. A strike to Cedeno makes it 0-1. 6-0 Peoria, top of the fourth. Pitch from Schulfer, line to left, and that's a hit. The Peoria trying to do some damage with 2 outs. Leandro Cedeno has now reached 3 of 3 times.
The left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
There's Lars Nootbaar, a 2-run double last inning. Well, we certainly know that Schulfer, with that starting experience, has the ability to throw multiple innings out of the pen. So far in his second inning of work, entering in the third. Delivers a strike to Nootbaar. Here's the 0-1 from Schulfer. Bouncing ball to the shortstop, Davis. He gloves, he'll throw to first and retire the side. No runs, there was 1 hit and 1 error. 2 men are left on base. Kernels look to get the bats going when we return.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth inning for the Kernels, the second baseman, number 13, Junior Severino.
Scoreboard thanks to Gary Shubat, Dale Thompson, and Jerry Green. Severino leads off here in the bottom of the fourth. Grounded out his first time. Severino rolls this towards short, backing up on one knee. Perez Fields throws over, and 1 pitch, 1 out in the fourth. Kernels have tonight just 1 hit. It was a Celestino bloop single coming with 2 outs in the third.
The first baseman, Chris Williams.
Now Chris Williams struck out back in the first. Takes ball 1 from the right-hander Tommy Parsons. Righty on righty. Williams, the first baseman. He takes a pitch upstairs, ball 1. Of games were postponed earlier, and they were both home openers. Cardinals home opener postponed to tomorrow. They were scheduled to take on the San Diego Padres. White Sox home opener postponed to tomorrow. They were scheduled to take on the 7-1 Seattle Mariners. Pitch to Williams, high and tight, ball 3. A's picked up a 7-3 win over the Red Sox. Yankees doubled up Baltimore 8-4. Next pitch to Williams. Popped up just beyond the infield towards shallow right center. Going out, making the catch, second baseman Brendan Donovan, 2 away. Nationals blanked the Mets 4-0. Well, the Tigers trimmed the Royals 5-4.
The designated hitter, Ben Rodriguez.
To keep an eye on tonight. The Indians up 4-0 over the Blue Jays. 7 no-hit innings from Trevor Bauer in that one, as they are in the 8th. Fly ball to left, and Nootbaar is there to retire the side. Standing about a combined no-hitter going on at Progressive Field tonight. Indians leading Toronto 4-0. Trevor Bauer went 7 hitless innings. He did walk 6 through those 7 innings. Pitch to Herrera, chopped towards the left and fielded by Davis, throwing to first, retiring Herrera. 2 Cleveland pitchers get the Indians through the 8th inning.
The shortstop,
with no
Delvin
hits
Perez.
Allowed, so they're 3 outs away from a combined no-hitter for the Cleveland Indians. Delvin Perez, a couple of strikeouts tonight. He takes strike 1. Meanwhile, Max Fried of the Atlanta Braves has not allowed a base runner through 5 innings against the Chicago Cubs. Braves lead that game 1-0. 1-1 pitch to Perez, swing and a miss. Kernels have just 1 hit tonight through 4 at-bats. Pitch from Schulfer, swing and a miss. Perez now with 3 strikeouts tonight.
Another one bites the dust.
2 gone in the inning as Schulfer's looked very good in his Kernels debut. It's now 5 strikeouts.
The right fielder, Wadi Infante.
And now Wadi Infante bats with 2 away in the 5th. The pitch outside, ball 1. Kernels baseball tonight on Classic KMRY Cedar Rapids along with KCRG 9.2. The season opener. One ball, 1 strike. Next pitch. Line to right field. This will get down. It's a single the opposite way by Infante. His 2nd hit tonight. Peoria now with 9 hits in the game.
The center fielder, Brandon Riley.
Now Brandon Riley, the leadoff man. Well, Kernels fans, if you're interested in supporting minor league baseball, the Cedar Rapids Kernels Booster Club is for you. Just stop by table on the concourse while you're at a game or guest services for more information. Inside, 1 ball, no strikes. The Kernels Booster Club does many different things throughout the course of the year and supporting the team. And it's only $10 for adults. Only $5 if you're under 18. The 1-0 inside. Schulfer's 2-0 to Riley outside. 3 balls, no strikes. Kernels home tomorrow. 6:35 start. Gates open 5:30. And then Saturday and Sunday, both day games at Wisconsin. Fouled away by Riley. So the Kernels are right back home Monday night, opening up a lengthy homestand against Kane County and Burlington. The 3-0 to Riley. Runner goes. Pitch low, ball 4. So Infante was on the move, but Riley takes ball 4, his second walk tonight.
Kernels fans, the Clements Hot Corner Grill and Kernels Strike Zone cart will close at 8:25 this evening.
Peoria.
The batter, third baseman, Nolan Gorman.
Now, something to keep an eye on. April 15 through 17, the Kernels are scheduled to be at Quad Cities. We mentioned earlier Davenport dealing with flooding. So they moved their season opening series to Burlington. We will have to wait and see if those games, April 15 through 17, will be able to be played in Davenport or not. Dealing with some flooding there at Modern Woodman Park in Davenport, which sits right up against the Mississippi River. One ball, one strike on Gorman. Gorman takes strike 2. You see the River Bandits are on the road. Well, they were scheduled to be at home tonight and tomorrow. That game moved. Then they were scheduled to be on the road all the way through the 14th. So that Cedar Rapids series, the next scheduled home series. Fouled away.
Bob Mickey Collision. It's your car. It's your choice. Choose Bob Mickey Collision Center.
2 on with 2 away in the top of the 5th. Peoria leading by 6-0. And Schulfer's pitch way high. The 2-2 from Schulfer. Outside fills the count, and now the runners will be on the move. Infante from second, while Riley from first. Three balls, 2 strikes. Schulfer set, runners go. Swing, ground ball to the shortstop Davis, who was playing on the right side of second base, gloves it and throws to first, retiring Gorman. No runs, a hit and a walk, and 2 left on base.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th inning for the Kernels, third baseman number 4, Andrew Bechtold.
Parsons' pitch, swing and a miss. Looks like Schulfer's night is done for Cedar Rapids. A good debut for him, 3 scoreless innings. As Jose Martinez is now loosening up in the Cedar Rapids pen. Bechtold waves through a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. He'll be followed by Pearson and Banuelos. Kernels with just one hit so far. The 0-2 upstairs. 6-0 Chiefs around the Midwest League tonight. Lake County leading 4-0 at home against Great Lakes. That game bottom of the 8th. The 1-2 on the way outside. Quad Cities 7, Burlington 0. That game being played in Burlington. And they are in the 7th inning. Quad Cities, the home team. As we mentioned earlier, those games getting moved to Community Field. The 2-2 downstairs, full count. Shutout's kind of the name of the game tonight around the Midwest League. Bowling Green 3, Dayton 0. We're at the 7th inning stretch. Fort Wayne 1-0 over Lansing in the bottom of the 6th. Nobody's scored in Kane County tonight. Clinton and the Cougars at the end of 5. Bechtold draws a walk on a pitch inside, so that's a good start here to the 5th. Andrew Bechtold aboard, bringing up Jacob Pearson. Wisconsin a 2-1 lead at Pullman Field in Beloit in the 6th inning. In the 5th, South
left
Bend
fielder
4,
Jacob
West
Pearson.
Michigan 2. South Bend will host the All-Star game this year. Swing and a miss. They just announced last few days that Pitbull is going to be part of that All-Star celebration. A Pitbull concert. That's big time. Here's the 0-1. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody up in the Peoria pen. Parsons hasn't thrown that many pitches tonight. Not yet to 60 on the evening. The 1-1 to Pearson. Line foul.
Tonight's winning 50-50 raffle number is on the ribbon board in right field. The number is 717918. If that's your ticket, go to Servpro Guest Services. You won $296.
Well, the no-hitter is over in Cleveland. And, in fact, the shutout is over. The 1-2 to Pearson. We'll wait until after a throw to first base. Swing, looped foul left side. Toronto so far with a run and 3 hits in the 9th. They were held hitless by a combination of 3 Indians pitchers, mostly Trevor Bauer, who went 7. But Indians still lead that one 4-1. So no hitter tonight. Here's the 1-2, at least in Cleveland. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Pearson down. Cubs do not have a hit tonight through 5 against Max Fried in Atlanta.
I got the horses in the bag.
David Banuelos,
the catcher, David Banuelos,
back in the 3rd. He'll bat with the man at first. 1 away. Pearson striking out. The 3rd strikeout for Parsons tonight. Parsons fires to Banuelos in the dirt, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch to Banuelos. Another throw over to first base. Kernels and Chiefs will meet a total of 18 times this year. Half in Cedar Rapids, half in Peoria. Banuelos takes high. Last year, the Kernels winning the season series during the regular season 7-6. However, Peoria got a 2-0 sweep in the playoffs. Pitch to Banuelos, way inside 3-0. Michael Davis has home run power, standing on deck. Get things going at some point here. 6-0, but still only in the bottom of the 5th. The 3-0 to Banuelos. He takes ball 4 and the second walk of the inning. Will bring Michael Davis to the plate. Davis last year with Cedar Rapids 9 home runs in just 42 games.
The shortstop, Michael Davis.
See if he can get a board here in the 5th inning. Get the Kernels on the board. And get a little bit of a comeback started here in the 5th. Down 6-0, but 2 on, 1 away. Swing and a miss. The right-hander has started to throw in the Peoria pen. Bechtold at second, Banuelos at first. The 0-1 outside. Parsons signed as a non-drafted free agent last
Ladies
summer
and gentlemen,
by
tonight's
the
winning
Cardinals.
50-50 prize has been claimed. Thanks for playing and supporting the Kernels
Lives
Foundation.
in North Carolina. He was born in Ohio, attended Division III school in Michigan. Making his Midwest League debut tonight and looking very good. 1-2 the count on Davis. .6'4", 215-pound right-hander. 23 years old. Here's the 1-2 from the righty. Swing and a miss. He gets Davis. His second strikeout tonight, and now leadoff batter Gilberto Celestino, who still has the Kernels' only hit tonight.
The center fielder, Gilberto Celestino.
Celestino's been on base twice. Box score is going to read 1 for 2, however. He reached on an error back in the first. With the action in the bullpen, you would figure this probably Parsons' final inning. Not sure what the Cardinals are limiting their starters to pitch count-wise here early in the year. But he is at 70, so I would imagine he's getting fairly close to that threshold. The 1-0. A strike knee high. Martinez set to come in for Cedar Rapids in the 6th. Hasn't been a lot to cheer for if you're the home team so far. We're trying to change that here in the 5th with Celestino at the dish. The 1-1 from Parsons. Swing and a miss. Base hit would get the Kernels on the board. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the leadoff man, the center fielder Celestino. The pitch home, swing and a miss. He chased way high, and that does it here in the 5th. So Parsons walks 2 in the inning, but he also strikes out 3.
Leading off the top of the 6th inning for Peoria, first baseman number 7, Brady Whalen.
The big inning tonight, the 5-run third. As Peoria broke it open at that point, sent 11 men to the plate. Brady Whalen showed bunt and pulled it back. The Kernels have shifted, so there's no one near the third base line. Martinez pitch inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. It's pretty crazy in this day and age of how specific the Kernels are shifting for each particular player. I mean, we haven't even played this team. But yeah, there's so much data out there and information where hitters typically hit the ball, spray charts, and they're able to, I mean, Luis Rodriguez and the rest of the coaching staff able to place the Kernels defensively. Got Whalen at the plate. The 3-1 popped up. Should be playable on the infield. Williams, the first baseman, is there and makes the catch. He was just in fair territory and one away in the 6th. There's Brendan Donovan.
The second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
You had Whalen, who just batted from the left side, and the Kernels had a big-time shift to the right side. Now with Donovan batting from the left side, not nearly as drastic of a shift. Bechtold back a little closer to what's more normal for a third baseman to play, but what's normal anymore? Everybody's shifting. There's no real normal as far as playing defense. Outfield does play Donovan straight away. 1 ball and 1 strike, the pitch. Inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Six 0 Peoria, 6th inning. Peoria also with a new manager this year. That's Eric Almonte. 3-1 fouled away. Almonte, the 24th manager in team history. He is, in fact, the first born outside the United States. He was born in Dominican Republic. Line foul deep down the left side. Last year, Almonte managed the Gulf Coast League Cardinals to a very good record, 40 2016. They did lose in the finals. He was the hitting coach for the Advanced A Palm Beach Cardinals in 2017. Donovan draws a walk as Martinez 3-2 pitch missed inside.
The designated hitter, Leandro Cedeno.
Almonte did spend time in the major leagues. Yankees and the Brewers. Cedeno at the plate. He's got a perfect night so far. 2 singles, an RBI, a walk. Leandro Cedeno. Martinez set, letter high, and the pitch to Cedeno. Downstairs, ball 1. Next pitch, swing, driven hard toward the left field corner. That ball foul. In fact, it hit off of the sidewall. There's not a lot of room down that line, especially in the corners, or deep in the corners. That one hit off the sidewall. Ball and a strike on Cedeno. And the pitch, swing fouled away. Well, the Cubs have their first base runner. Max Fried's perfect game bid broken up in the 6th. Single by Mark Zagunis. The Braves still lead that game 6-0. Same score we have here. A ball and 2 strikes on Cedeno. Coming up in the bottom of the 6th inning, good part of the order for Cedar Rapids, Kiersey, Severino, and Williams. Ground ball towards the middle. It's going to get on through. A single for Cedeno, and Kernels just can't get this guy out tonight. 3 hits. And it brings up Lars Nootbaar.
The left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Nootbaar, 2-run double back in the 3rd inning. Made it a 6-0 game. Takes high here, ball 1. He played his college ball at USC, University of Southern California. The 1-0 from Martinez, outside. Up a year ago in the 8th round. He then played at State College in the New York Penn League last year. 227 average, 26 knocked in, a couple of home runs. The 2-0 from Martinez. Swing ground ball to the mound. Martinez gloves, throws to second, 1. Throw to first, 2. Double play. Goes 1, 6, 3. Martinez to Davis. Back to Williams. Second double play. Eddie Pacheco. The Kernels will have the 2, 3, and 4, part of the order due up. Pacheco, a 19-year-old out of Venezuela, was signed back in 2017. Split time last year between the Dominican Summer League and the Gulf Coast League. And in all likelihood,
leading off the 6th inning for the Kernels, right fielder number 5, Deshaun Kiersey Jr.
Here tonight. Started out tonight with a game time temperature of 48 degrees. Really hasn't dropped all that since then. Still holding on about 47 degrees. The wind has died down, which has certainly helped. Deshaun Kiersey Jr. takes outside, ball 1. See if Kiersey can get things going here in the 6th inning. The 1-0 from Pacheco, up and away, ball 2. 93 miles an hour on the fastball by Pacheco. Kernels have been out hit tonight 10-1. Inside, 3-0. Walk would be good to get things going here. Three balls, no strikes. Kiersey Jr. taking inside, ball 4. So a leadoff man on in the 6th. Brings up Junior Severino. Severino, the youngest player on this Kernels team. 19 years old. Severino will not turn 20 until October.
Second baseman, Junior Severino.
The ground balls for outs so far tonight. He is 0 for 2. Pitch to Severino. He takes up and out of the zone. Ball 1. So 5 consecutive balls thrown by Pacheco since coming into the game. Severino debuted last year as a pinch hitter in that postseason series with Peoria. He joined, that was the first time he had been with the team, was when he joined the team in Peoria, and he got in as a pinch hitter. Was retired in that plate appearance. But he's thought of very highly within the system, signed back in 2017. As part of the Appalachian League championship team last year. Pitch to him here is line back foul. And with Appalachian, I should say with the Elizabeth Twins, he did hit .263 with 8 home runs last year in 49 games. 1-2 is chopped slowly right side, gloved at second. Nobody there to cover first, and Severino is safe. So Whalen, the first baseman, vacated his position, trying to range towards that ball. Could not get to it. Donovan gloved it. And the pitcher not at the bag either.
The first baseman,
and so it's
Chris
a
Williams.
single for Severino. So 2 on, nobody out in the 6th. It brings up Chris Williams. Williams 0 for 2 so far. Pacheco looking at the runners now to the plate, missing outside.
Everybody
ball 1.
Clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Check it out, y'all. How low can you go?
6-0 Peoria, bottom of the 6th inning. Pacheco's pitch outside, ball 2. Williams last year, 15 home runs for Elizabethton, 51 knocked in. 15 homers, led the league last year. Next pitch, downstairs, 3-0. Pacheco in danger of walking Williams to load the bases. Now a 3-0 pitch from the right-hander. Strike makes it 3-1. A fastball on the outer edge. Here's the walk to start the inning. Severino singled, an infield single. And now a 3-1 on Williams. The pitch takes strike 2. A fastball fills the count.
I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody save your soul 'cause you've been sitting in the city.
Full count on Williams. The pitch fouled back to the press box. Pacheco's full count offering. Ball 4, it's high, and the bases are loaded. Nobody out in the 6th inning. And it brings up Ben Rodriguez. It also brings out pitching coach Cale Johnson. If Rodriguez can get a hold of something right here. Bases loaded, nobody out in the 6th. Rodriguez with 10 home runs as a Colonel last year. And Pacheco coming into this game after the Colonels did really nothing against Parsons. Pacheco has walked 2 and allowed a single to load the bases. As we mentioned, here on a cold night on opening night. Venezuelan native has only ever pitched in Florida or the Dominican Republic.
The designated hitter, Ben Rodriguez.
As far as his professional baseball experience. This is probably a lot colder than he's ever seen. Rodriguez, the batter, bases loaded, nobody out. The pitch. Strike on the inside edge, a breaking ball. Colonels with a golden opportunity to get on the board and get things started here in the 6th inning, down by 6 runs. Pacheco delivers. Strike 2 on the inside edge, a breaking ball.
Let's go. Let's go.
Bechtold is on deck.
Let's go.
The pitch home. Popped up right side foul ground. Whalen there makes the basket catch. The runners all hold. One gone here in the 6th inning, and now Andrew Bechtold. Bechtold walked in the 5th. He's also grounded out.
The third baseman, Andrew Bechtold.
5th-round draft choice 2 years ago out of a junior college in Florida. He started his collegiate career, Andrew did, at Maryland. Pitch to Bechtold here outside, ball 1. Kiersey at 3rd, Severino at 2nd, Williams at 1st. Bechtold at the plate. A 1-0 count. Bechtold swings and lines it foul. Down the right side and up over the roof of the Party Plaza. Peoria scored 5 runs in the 3rd tonight. The 1-1. Bechtold takes high, 2 balls and a strike. There is a right-hander throwing in the Peoria bullpen.
Here she come now, say morning, morning. Shoot 'em down, turn around, come on, morning.
Righty on righty, 2 balls and a strike on Bechtold. Ground ball to the right side. It will get on through past a diving second baseman Donovan. Kiersey scores. Bechtold's RBI single scores the first run of the season. It's now 6-1. Shot it past the diving second baseman Donovan into right field. Kiersey Jr. scoring after the leadoff walk. Base is still loaded for Jacob Pearson.
The left fielder, Jacob Pearson.
Now a 6-1 game. Pearson has flown out and struck out tonight. He swings through a fastball here. Took a big, healthy hack there. Nothing and 1 on Pearson. And the pitch. Rips it back foul behind home. The 0-2 upstairs, that's where Herrera wanted it, motioning his glove up in the zone. It's exactly where it was thrown, but Pearson did not chase. Next pitch, swing and a miss. When breaking ball, Pearson swings through it. 2 away in the 6th inning for David Banuelos.
The catcher, David Banuelos.
Banuelos has lined out and walked so far tonight, but he's got a chance here with the bases loaded, 2 gone. Takes a breaking ball, strike 1. Banuelos originally drafted by the Seattle Mariners in 2017. It was a 5th-round draft choice out of Long Beach State. Swing and a miss. Peoria 6, Kernels 1, 6th inning. Severino at third, Williams at second, and Bechtold at first. Ground ball towards third. Gorman gloves the throw to first, is not in time. It was off the mark. A run scores. It's a 6-2 game. Chopper to third base. The interesting thing is Gorman could have probably tagged Williams going from second to third. He elected to throw to first. Was off the mark, and Banuelos will be credited with a single.
The shortstop, Michael Davis.
And an RBI. So we'll see if that can lead to something here, but we'll have to wait. Peoria is going to make a pitching change. Before Michael Davis bats in the inning. So Pacheco will exit. And coming on to pitch will be right-hander Chris Hunt. Pacheco goes 2/3 of an inning. So this inning started with Kersey drawing a walk. Severino an infield single. Williams didn't walk. There's a pop out.
Your attention please. Now pitching for Peoria, number 26,
Andrew
Chris
Bechtold.
Hunt. The shortstop, Michael Davis.
You can catch the weekly show live on KCRG 9.2, or you can come down to the Union Station, not far from the Kernels ballpark, by the way. Catch On Iowa Live Mondays at 6:30 on KCRG 9.2. So here's Davis facing Hunt. Bases loaded, 6th inning. A swing and a miss. Kernels down by 4. The 0-1 to Davis. Fouls it back behind home. Hunt split time last year between the Appalachian League and the Gulf Coast League. Now the 0-2 to Davis. Way high. Pacheco got the first 2 outs in this inning. Hunt on trying to finish off this frame. Davis trying to extend this game and get the Kernels, extend this inning and get the Kernels a little bit closer in this game. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 2 gone. Hunt's pitch, line foul left side. Approaching the 9 o'clock hour here in Cedar Rapids. Kernels baseball on KCRG 9.2 and Classic KMRY Cedar Rapids. Righty to lefty, the pitch, swing, pop, foul again. So a pretty good battle between Hunt and Davis. Hunt attended Henderson State in Arkansas. Drafted back in the 39th round, 2017. Next pitch, outside. It's a 2-2 count on Davis. The tall right-hander fires home the 2-2. Lifted on the infield left side. Underneath Gorman, he's there, makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. But the Kernels get 2 runs, 3 hits.
Leading off the 7th inning for Peoria, the catcher, number 4, Ivan Herrera.
Second inning. Martinez worked around a walk and a single in a scoreless 6th inning. Inning ended with a double play. Herrera takes high. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch, taken for a strike to make it 2-1. Take a look at our Kernels of Wisdom tonight. We look at this date in baseball history. This date, April the 4th, back in 1997. The old home of the Atlanta Braves, Turner Field, opened up. Strike fills the count on Herrera. And what do you know? They were also playing the Chicago Cubs. Tonight the Cubs are in action against the Braves in their new ballpark. Lifted down the right field line, and that ball will stay fair and get down. It's a long single by the catcher, Herrera, as Kersey Jr. got to the ball quickly down the right field line. A long single. Herrera is aboard.
The shortstop, Delvin Perez.
In front of Delvin Perez. This date, 1998. Mark McGuire starting what would be a record-breaking season. The home run chase with Sammy Sosa that year, 1998. This date, Mark McGuire homered in his 4th straight game to start the season. That tied a mark set by Willie Mays. Of course, McGuire in that 98 season went on to hit 70 home runs. That was later eclipsed by Barry Bonds, but it was a record. That surpassed Roger Maris. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Perez. Also this day, 1994, Carl, better known as Tuffy Rhodes, had 3 home runs for the Cubs. Who had only 3 home runs the year before. He hit 3 home runs in one day. Mets started Dwight Gooden on opening day at Wrigley Field. However, the Mets won that game 12-8. Martinez missing outside. Now full 3 balls and 2 strikes on Perez. Runner at first, 3-2 from Martinez. Line to left center, that's a hit. Herrera to second base. It's the 12th hit of the night for Peoria. Now Infante. This date, 1974, staying with the home run theme.
The right fielder, Wadi Infante.
1974, Hank Aaron homered. It was his 714th of his career that tied him with Babe Ruth. 715 got him past Babe and became the all-time home run champion. Inside, 1 ball and no strikes on Infante. He's had a good night here in his Midwest League debut, going 2 for 3. 6-2 Peoria, top of the 7th. Martinez comes home. In the dirt, knocked down by Banuelos. He throws to second, trying to get Herrera. No luck there. As Herrera able to scamper back in. Shake your bum bum, 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 baby. Shake your bum bum, shake your bum bum. I'm a desperado. Two balls, no strikes. There's a fastball pumped in to make it 2 balls and 1 strike on Infante, the right fielder. If you want to come back in this game, you need a shutdown inning right here after your team got 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th. Make it a 6-2 game. Really need that shutdown top of the 7th to get the offense back and swinging the bats. Carlos Suniaga will start to throw for Cedar Rapids in the pen. Herrera at second, Perez at first. Infante at the dish, and the 2-2 from Martinez. Low, and the count full at 3-2. Cardinals pitching staff tonight has walked 6. Three and 2 on Infante, the 9th hitter in this order for the Chiefs. Martinez throws home, swing and a miss. He gets Infante.
You can't touch this.
1 out in the 7th, and the lineup turns over for Brandon Riley.
You can't touch this.
The center fielder, Brandon Riley.
Lake County has defeated Great Lakes 4-0. Hit off the end of the bat towards left field. Pearson coming in a couple of steps, makes the grab. 2 outs in the 7th. Brings up Gorman.
Yeah.
Down in Burlington tonight,
the third baseman, Nolan Gorman.
Quad Cities defeated the Bees 9-2 in a game that was completed early. Completed early due to rain that moved through the Peoria area. Looks like they got 7 full in tonight. Pitch to Gorman. Ground ball towards the left side. It gets on through. It will score 1 on an RBI single by Nolan Gorman. He hit it opposite of the shift towards where the shortstop normally is positioned. And Herrera
the first
scores
baseman,
to make
Brady
it
Whalen.
7-2 Peoria. So they get at least 1 run back. And now Brady Whalen. Bowling Green held off Dayton tonight 3-2 on the road in Ohio. Bounce foul right side. Kane County leading 2-0 at home over Clinton. That game now into the 9th. While Wisconsin is up 6-1 at Beloit, they play on in the 8th. Fort Wayne 3, Lansing nothing in the top of the 9th, while South Bend's up 5-3 over West Michigan in the 8th inning. Pitch to Whalen inside. It's been really all Peoria tonight here. 7-2 Chiefs, 7th inning. Martinez pitch hit hard to right field, going back on the ball over the head of Kiersey Jr. and up against the wall. It will score 2 Peoria Chiefs. A double for Whalen scores both Gorman and Perez, and the Chiefs now lead this one 9-2. Well, this Peoria team could hit a year ago. They've got a ton of fresh new faces, and they still can hit. 14 hits tonight, 9 runs.
Second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
And not only do the Chiefs get the 2 runs back they allowed the last half inning, they add 1 more and extend their lead to 7 runs. The pitch to Donovan is high. Ground ball towards the middle. That gets on through. It's going to add another run to the total for Peoria. Now 10-2 Chiefs. They are just laying it on Cedar Rapids here in this 7th. It's been the big inning the Kernels have been unable to avoid tonight. It's now a 4-run 7th. They allowed 5 in the 3rd. Suniaga continues to loosen in the pen, but at this point it may be, we'll see what Brian Dinkelman, Virgil Vasquez want to do. It may be the type of situation where Jose is just going to have to find a way to get out of this inning any way possible.
Designated hitter, Leandro Cedeno.
Damage all being done with 2 outs. Got 2 outs in this inning, then 3 consecutive run-scoring hits. Missing upstairs 1-0. Peoria 10, Cedar Rapids 2 in the 7th. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Next pitch from Martinez. Swing and a miss. Now a 1-2 count. Donovan away from first. Jose Martinez, the pitch in the dirt. Back at it tomorrow, the second game of this series. It will be the final game of a brief series, brief homestand. 6:35 first pitch, Balazovic. It's Jordan Balazovic pitching for the Kernels against Alvaro Sejas of Peoria. The pitch here is outside, fills the count. 3-2, meaning Donovan will be on the move. And the 3-2 from Martinez. Runner goes, ball 4 in the dirt, and now the 9th man to bat in this inning will come to the plate in Lars Nootbaar, and he will face a new Kernels pitcher. Brian Dinkelman, Kernels managers, coming out to the mound to make a change, and they'll go with Carlos Zuniaga. So now to the plate, Lars Nootbaar in the 7th inning. Kernels
the batter left fielder, number 8, Lars Nootbaar.
Nootbaar tonight is 1 for 4. And Zuniaga on in relief. The right-hander out of Venezuela was with the Kernels last year. Zuniaga's first pitch taken downstairs. The new AA affiliate in the Twin system is Pensacola. They had their game tonight at Mobile postponed, so the AA affiliate no longer in Chattanooga. It is now in Pensacola, as this one's hit high in the air to right center. But it will hang up there for the center fielder Celestino, and that ends the 7th. Closing the book on Jose Martinez, 4 runs, all earned on 6 hits over an inning and 2/3. Walked a pair and struck out 1. Celestino, first pitch swinging, skies it to the right side. First baseman Whalen there in foul ground puts the squeeze to it, 1 away in the 7th. Now Kiersey Jr. It's a nice night tonight for the
right fielder,
Miracle.
Deshaun Kiersey Jr.
As they beat Charlotte tonight 11-3. Boy, it's remarkable what that Fort Myers lineup looks like on paper. Tonight they lined it up like this: Akil Baddoo, Royce Lewis, Trevor Larnach, Jose Miranda, Travis Blankenhorn, Ryan Jeffers, Lewin Diaz, Ben Rortvedt, Aaron Whitefield, all former Kernels. And many of those names in the top prospects lists in the Twin system. Especially at the top end with Lewis and Larnach and Baddoo high up on those lists. Miranda. 1-2 offering is up and out of the zone. They got a big win tonight, 11-3. Lewin Diaz, a 4-hit game, 3 knocked in. Akil Baddoo, by the way, homered tonight. Line foul by Kiersey Jr. Baddoo also tripled. So a pretty nice night for him this evening down at Hammond Stadium. Skied foul. Former Colonel Brian Sammons was the starting pitcher, and he allowed just one unearned run, but he did not factor in the decision. He only threw 4 1/3 innings. The 2-2 is chopped foul. Went to Anthony Vizcaya. Pitcher that came over from the Indians organization. Full count on Kersey Jr. drew a walk, later scored back in the 6th inning, his last plate appearance. And the 3-2 pitch here is swung on and missed. 2 gone in the 7th. Brings up Junior Severino.
Second baseman, Junior Severino.
Pitch to Severino, line towards right center. That ball gets down. Severino's second hit tonight, a 2-out single here in the 7th inning. Cardinals fans, put your trust in AAA Pest Control.
The first baseman, Chris Williams.
Solutions. Serving the Cedar Rapids and Iowa City area since 1999. No pest is too difficult to handle for AAA Pest Control. Give them a call at 365-3257. Williams takes inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Williams takes high, now 2-0. Listening after the game is the University of Iowa's Hancher Auditorium, proud to sponsor the Great Performance Player of the Game. Visit hancher.uiowa.edu to see the great performances you can enjoy on the Hancher stage. The 2-0 pitch from Hunt. Fouled back and out of play. There's a Severino 2-out single here in the 7th. That has extended this inning. Peoria leading 10-2. Next pitch. In the dirt, fills the count now at 3-2. Come on out to the ballpark tomorrow night, 6:35 first pitch. Supposed to be a lot warmer tomorrow. Here's a 3-2. Runner goes, hit in the air to the right field. The right fielder, Infante, he comes in, makes the grab, and ends the bottom of this 7th inning. Nothing doing with a 2-out single. We head to the 8th. It's all Peoria. They lead by 8. 10-2 Chiefs. You got the scoring started in the 2nd inning with a solo home run by Ivan Herrera. And they broke the game loose in the 3rd. Inning 11 men to the plate. They scored
leading
5
off the 8th inning for Peoria, the catcher number 4, Ivan Herrera.
8 men of the 3rd inning reached base. Score stayed the same until the bottom of the 6th when the Kernels got their only 2 runs. RBI single by Bechtold, RBI single by Banuelos. The Kernels had the deficit down to 4, but then Peoria came back with 4 of their own in the top of the 7th inning. And it's now an 8-run lead for the Chiefs as we start this 8th inning. Kind of spoiling this opening night for the Kernels home crowd. They haven't had a lot to cheer about here this evening, but it's only game 1, right? That's why we play another one tomorrow. Line to short, caught, no, in and out of the glove of the shortstop Davis. He dove, got a good glove on it. Had it in his glove, but it snuck out, and that'll be a base hit to start this 8th inning.
The shortstop, Delvin Perez.
For Herrera. Pretty good night for that young catching prospect. 3 for 4, a home run, also a walk. Here's Perez. Takes a strike, a fastball. April 4th, who celebrated a birthday on April the 4th around the game of baseball? Well, a pretty big name. Tris Speaker, a Hall of Famer, was inducted in 1937 as this one's chopped to first. Williams picks it up, steps on the bag. 1 gone here in the... Speaker passed away in 1958, the age of 70, but his birthday was on April the 4th. Played 22 years.
The right fielder, Wadi Infante.
Career average of .345, retired in 1928. It's the American League MVP in 1912. He has the most career doubles in baseball history. 792 career doubles for Tris Speaker. They were Boston, Cleveland, Washington, and Philadelphia during his 22 years. So man at second for Infante, 1 gone, 8th inning. Also a happy birthday to former big leaguer Scott Rowland. Rowland turning 44 years old today. He played up through the 2012 season. He was the 1997 Rookie of the Year with the Philadelphia Phillies. Started his career there, had some very good years with St. Louis, including 4 All-Stars, 3 Gold Gloves. Here's a roller to second base. Severino picks it up and throws out Infante as Herrera takes third, 2 gone. Then rolling a couple of years with Toronto.
The center fielder, Brandon Riley.
Cincinnati, that also included a couple of All-Star appearances. Seven-time All-Star, 8-time Gold Glove. Scott Rowland turning 44 years old here today on April the 4th. And this year in the latest Hall of Fame voting here, and 17% of the vote. Swing and a miss by Brandon Riley. Getting inducted this summer, Mariano Rivera. who received 100% of the vote, first time ever. Edgar Martinez will also go in, Roy Halladay, Mike Mussina. Ball, 2 strikes on Riley. Started third in the 8th inning. Peoria up big. They lead 10-2. Pitch from Suniaga. Inside, count now evened up. Well, a lot of fans have taken off tonight, and really for a couple of reasons. The score, for one, and then it's gotten pretty cold here tonight at the ballpark, but like we said, it's going to be much warmer tomorrow. Should be a much nicer night. The wind is just so chilly this evening. Then strike 3 called, and that will send down Riley and the Chiefs in the 8th. No runs, a hit, and a man left at third.
Leading off the 8th inning for the Kernels, the designated hitter number 23, Ben Rodriguez.
He's got 4 outs so far and allowed 1 hit. He delivers a strike to Rodriguez to start the bottom of the 8th. The 0-1. Inside. Toast to the Midwest League debuts for our 2 umpires tonight, A.J. Chalk and Emma Charlesworth-Sealer. Inside, and yes, it hit Ben Rodriguez. So he takes his base, taking his right arm. He's aboard to start the 8th. That does not feel good on this cold night. And it looks like he got a piece there of Herrera, the catcher, somehow too. So I'm not quite sure. He's really holding his wrist. He seems to be in a lot more pain than Rodriguez. It almost makes you wonder if it somehow maybe hit Herrera first, which would have been odd, but somehow got hit by that pitch. But Herrera definitely seems to have gotten the worst blow in that situation. Take a look at the replay on KCRG 9.2. Now it deflected off of Rodriguez's arm and then hit, looks like Herrera's wrist. So Herrera is going to stay in this game. Certainly good news for him.
The third baseman, Andrew Bechtold.
See it there on KCRG 9.2 on the replay. Bechtold singled home run back in the 6th. He walked in the 5th. Bottom of the 8th inning here tonight from Cedar Rapids. Hunt's pitch falls in for a strike. You can celebrate your birthday with the Kernels, featuring a Kathy's Pies birthday cake. You can visit kernels.com for more information on how to celebrate your birthday with the Kernels. Flip back foul by Bechtold and into the stands below. Kernels had their annual Preseason dinner at the Ox Yoke Inn down in Amana last night. Always a fun time. And an opportunity to get together with the Kernels staff and board of directors. Enjoy a night out before the grind of the season. And it's always a standing agreement that if the Kernels can win 10 consecutive games at some point during the year, they're able to go back to the Ox Yoke Inn. And of course, everybody locally knows how good of food they have down at the Ox Yoke Inn in Amana. So it's always kind of a carrot that's dangled out there to, well, here you can go back if you can win 10 consecutive ball games. And sometimes we've gone back for other reasons as well as a team. Maybe if the team made the postseason and it worked out, that we're able to get down there. So that certainly has happened before too. But always a fun night at the preseason dinner as Bechtold strikes out. It was Tuesday that Sunday, I should say, the Kernels arrived in town. 2 different flights brought them up from
the left fielder, Jacob Pearson.
Myers in spring training. Monday was a day to really get acclimated around the ballpark and really the city. And Tuesday, and the media night, our Meet the Players event. And Wednesday, a little bit of a workout day at the ballpark, and away we go. And away the Chiefs have gone tonight to a 10-2 lead in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch to Pearson, lifted towards center, but it will hang up for Riley underneath, making the catch. 2 gone in the 8th for David Banuelos.
I got the horses in the bag.
The catcher, David Banuelos.
The Wisconsin the series against Wisconsin, as far as starting pitchers in that one, be the debut of Cole Sands on Saturday up in Appleton. Sands, a 5th-round draft choice out of Florida State. Didn't pitch last year, so that'll be certainly an anticipated debut for him. And Josh Winder will start on Sunday for Cedar Rapids. Chopper to the shortstop, Perez. Scoops, throws over to first, and ends the 8th. No runs after a hit by pitch. We are on to the 9th. It's 10-2 Peoria on Classic KMRY and KCRG 9.2. With 5 runs in the 3rd, 4 more in the 7th, the big innings. Nolan Gorman starts this top of the 9th inning. One note to certainly promote.
Leading off the 9th inning for Peoria, third baseman Nolan Gorman.
Once again, provide Horizons Meals on Wheels recipients with a plate of hot, nutritious food for every run the Kernels plate this season, both home and away. So we're off to a good start with 2 runs so far this season. So that means 2 plates of hot, nutritious food to Meals on Wheels recipients. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Also new this year, the Alliant Energy Foundation will donate $10 for every home strikeout this season to HACAP Operation Backpack. Tonight the Kernels with 8 strikeouts so far. Suniaga working on number 9. There it is. Strikes out Nolan Gorman.
Bites the dust.
That's strikeout number 9 of the night.
Another one bites the dust.
That's at $90 to Haycap Operation
The first baseman,
Backpack,
Brady
the
Whalen.
Alliant Energy Foundation. And, of course, the Excel Group Westman Insurance, they donate $60 for every Kernels home run hit at home. None of those tonight, but certainly we'll have quite a few of those throughout the season. That donation going to go to Hope Walk, thanks to the Excel Group West Bend Insurance. Pitch to Whalen, taken low. Coming up in the bottom of the 9th inning, Kernels will have Davis, Celestino, and Kiersey Jr. Tap near the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, Suniaga signed back in 2014 out of Venezuela. The 1-2 from the right-hander after a long pause. He's on the way inside. He split time last year between High Fort Myers, the Kernels, Elizabethton. He was really all over the place. Did pitch at the very end of the year for the Kernels. He had a really good start at Pullman Field as he strikes out Whalen here. That would have been on September the 1st of last year. Suniaga started for Cedar Rapids at Beloit, going 7 innings.
Second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
1 run. And that was in a big start because I believe, if I remember correctly, that was the first game of that series. Series didn't mean much to the Kernels, but it meant a heck of a lot to Beloit as they were trying to get into the playoffs. And Suniaga went out in that opener and got a big win for Cedar Rapids. Now, Beloit came back and won the next 2 of that series and got into the postseason. This one drilled towards left. Going back on it is Pearson. He's there, jumping up, crashing into the wall. He cannot get it. It caroms off the wall. It's a double for Brendan Donovan. His 3rd hit tonight and Peoria's 17th. Brings up Leandro Cedeno.
The designated hitter, Leandro Cedeno.
And the Kernels have yet to retire Cedeno. 3 hits, 2 walks, and 5 plate appearances. The pitch. Strike 1 on the inner edge. Hey, guess who's warming up in the bullpen? It's Joe Cronin. Position player Joe Cronin. So we're getting to that point here if Suniaga is unable to get through this 9th. That's a wild one to the backstop. Moving to third, Donovan.
Donovan advances on a wild pitch.
Cronin has pitched for the Kernels before. Suniaga is 1-1. This one sharply hit down the right field line towards Cronin in the bullpen. And foul. One ball and 2 strikes on the DH Cedeno. 10-2 Chiefs in the 9th. The pitch hit in the air down the right field line, slicing foul and well out of play. Runner at third, 2 away, top of the 9th. The pitch home. Hit towards right, going back on the ball. Kiersey's there, makes the grab, and that ends this 9th inning. The Kernels retire Cedeno for the first time tonight. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Kernels coming up. It is 10-2 Peoria. Right here on Classic KMRY and KCRG 9.2. Davis, Celestino, and Kiersey Jr. due up. This is the last game going on in the Midwest League tonight. Lake County beat Great Lakes 4-0. Quad Cities over Burlington 9-2. Bowling Green Dayton 3-2, while South Bend a 5-4 win over West Michigan. Fort Wayne a 3-0 win over Lansing.
Leading off the bottom of the 9th inning for the Kernels, the shortstop, number 17, Michael Davis.
Over in Geneva, Illinois tonight. Davis leads it off. He is 0 for 3. Hunt, the reliever for Peoria, 2 1/3 scoreless tonight. He looked pretty good. Only allowed 1 hit in his Midwest League debut. And Davis takes inside on the first pitch from DeJesus. Peoria 10, Cedar Rapids 2 in the bottom of the 9th. It's been a lengthy affair as we're approaching a 3.5-hour game this evening. Fisted back over the roof by Davis. The 2-1. Downstairs, make it 3-1 on Davis. And a strike called makes it 3-2. State Farm Major League Scoreboard update.
Let's go!
Brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Gary Schubat, Dale Thompson, and Jerry Green. Davis draws the leadoff walk here in the 9th. Most everything around baseball is complete. Tigers beat the Royals 5-4. Nationals shut out the Mets 4-0. Yankees
the center fielder, Gilberto Celestino.
The Red Sox 7-3. Indians took a combined no-no into the 9th. They don't complete the no-hitter. They do beat the Blue Jays 4-1. Pirates shut out the Reds 2-0. Cubs struggle continues as they lose in Atlanta 9-4. Cubs have now lost 5 in a row. They're 1-5 this year. The Southsiders of Chicago, the White Sox were postponed, and the Cardinals postponed as well. This is a ground ball to short, could be 2. It is a 6-4-3 double play off the bat of Gilberto Celestino. And quickly 2 gone in the 9th.
The right fielder, Deshaun Kiersey Jr.
The White Sox were supposed to play Seattle today, and that will be made up tomorrow. The White Sox home opener, while the Cardinals home opener against San Diego will be played tomorrow. Strike to Kiersey Jr. We thank State Farm Insurance agents Gary Schubat, Dale Thompson, Jerry Green for our State Farm Major League Scoreboard. The pitch down low, 1 ball, 1 strike on Kiersey. Pitchers of record tonight, the 2 starters. In low on the hook for the loss. Parsons in line for the win for Peoria. One ball, 2 strikes on Kiersey Jr. as that one's fouled away. Again, the Kernels are home tomorrow night at 6:35 first pitch. Gates open at 5:30. Tickets available at Kernels.com. The 1-2 to Kiersey Jr. outside. It's our first Friday Mug Club. 16-ounce mug of draft beer or soda for just $6. Refills are just $3. Big thanks to Stadium Bar and Grill, Shoey's, Mr. B's, and Mulligan's Pub. Kernels down to their final strike in the 9th. The 2-2. Line to left field, but it hangs up for the Chiefs left fielder Nootbaar. And that'll put a bow on this one tonight as Peoria puts 10 on the board on 17 hits, and they lead up on the Kernels here on opening night by a
Your final score, Peoria 10, the Kernels 2.